Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rue of Beauty Guru, and today we are playing with something that I am so excited about. We are trying out Game Beauty for the first time, and we are using the collab from Phantom Thieves Royale, which I have been playing like crazy with my partner. When I was looking at this collection, I was humming and hawing about how much of it I wanted to buy. And I got the whole collection. I'll kind of talk to you. I'm going to show you everything, and I'm going to tell you what I really did want and what I wasn't really that interested in. They have tons of bundle options, but none of them were quite perfect for what I was interested in because I wanted a little bit of everything, but not like 100% everything, but I did get it all, and I'm really excited that I did. And we're gonna film 2 looks today. I will be doing more videos. I want to do a palette bingo where I pair both the palettes together, and probably a 2 or 3 look video for each palette as well, where I just play with them and pull in more of the collection. This is look number 1 of today, and I'm gonna start showing you what came in the collection. So today for this look, I used the Metaverse palette, which is like the darker, deeper, kind of grungier one. And I really do like it. I have thoughts, but so far I don't really have complaints about this one. We're not going to get into complaints until, not just complaints, but like my thoughts until the end of the video. But we played with this today, and it's such a unique color story. I don't have anything like it in my collection. I'm really excited to play more. And yeah, let's keep talking. So that's the first palette. And then the second one is the Phantom Thieves palette, which is a more bright color story. It does have a black, obviously, but there's a lot more brighter colors. So we'll definitely get a lot of different looks between the two or pairing the two, which I'm really excited for. Those I wanted. Both of those I was dead set on getting. When I actually went online, their palette bundle for just the 2 palettes was sold out, which was part of what like convinced me to just buy it all. Twist my rubber arm, right? Anyways, the next thing are lipsticks, which I'm wearing the blue one today. It is this one. That's the one I'm wearing. And it is in the shade Cendrillon. And there are 6 lipsticks. I was only going to get 1 or 2 of them because I'm kind of picky about formula. I am going to talk about how I feel once I've kind of wore them a little bit more. But yeah, I did only want 1 or 2 of these just to test the waters. But again, none of the collections had like a little of this, a little of that. So it ended up like would have been adding up to a lot to get everything individually, or, you know, that kind of thing. So I just decided to go for it. So anyways, there's also a purple, and it is in the shade Geomon. That sounds like a Digimon. And then we've got black, which probably would have been one of the shades I got because you can never have enough black lipsticks. That is in Zoro. I know who Zoro is. I haven't finished the game, so I don't know everyone, although I know most. I know most of them. I think I've gotten pretty far in that most of these are familiar to me. And then you got like a hot pink. I don't think I would have bought this one, but I still think I'll find a way to get use out of it. This is in the shade Milady, and I know what that is referring to. And then this one I think I would have got too. I'm really excited to use it. It's like a brownie red. And this one is in the shade Arson. You find out who Arson is very quickly in the game. And then the last one is more of like a red, and it is in the shade Carmen. Also know who that is. So those are all of the lipsticks, and then you get 6 eyeliners. I was not going to get any of them, not because I didn't think they would perform well, but because I just don't use like this felt tip eyeliner very often. I did in this look. I did my best. The two sides are not twins. I don't even know if they're sisters, but I tried, and the like performance was pretty good. We'll talk more about that later as well. I used the yellow one, which is, can I even read it? In the in the shade Skull. And then you've got two blues. One's darker, one's a little lighter. So the darker one is Mona. The lighter one is Fox. And then you got a black, which I mean never hurts to have, in Joker. And then the green one, I bet that'll be really pretty, is in the shade, as I like flip it around 10 times, Oracle. Oh, I recognize who's on the picture, but maybe that's what her nickname becomes. Spoiler, potentially. And then you've got Crow. Okay, yeah, that's gotta be, these two have not joined our team fully yet. This one almost has, as I'm talking about the game. Anyway, so those must be those two's nickname. Carrying on, we've got 4 blushes. This is the one I used today, and I loved it. This is Queen, and it's like a more neutral shade. That's the only one I've used so far, so bear with me. But this is Noir, which obviously is not a black blush, but that's probably gonna be this character's nickname is my guess. We have not run into her yet either. I don't know who that is. The other 3 I have though. This is Panther. She joins your team very quickly, so no spoiler there. And then this is Violet, and which again, nickname, not color, because this is not Violet, this is very red. And for her, you know who she is pretty early on, but like, I don't even know how to explain it. So I know who she is, sort of, mostly, like in the real world. And there's just one more item, and there's 4 of them, and I have thoughts about these, okay? Not about the product itself yet, but about the packaging, but it's fine. So the first one is Johanna, and they're like duochromes. I don't know if you can see that shift, but there's 4 of these. The next one, I used this one, Johanna, and then this one is Necronomicon, and I am very excited about this one. I hope that it performs well. And then the next one is Captain Kidd. They're hard to open sometimes, and you'll see in a minute here, but this one is like a red to a gold. I really hope that you can see that on the eyes when I use them. I can't tell if you can with this shade yet. I like just put it on, so we'll see. But this is Captain Kidd, and the last one is actually so far my favorite, but unfortunately it got fucked up. You can see my finger jammed into it when I was trying to open it, and there's not a lot of product in these, so I wasted like so much because of that. You'll see in the video, but so far the worst thing about this collection is the packaging of these. This is Robin Hood. Spoiler alert on my opinion, by the way. So far, the packaging on those, I will not shut up about how much I dislike the packaging. But anyways, that is everything in the collection. It cost me about 240 Canadian dollars. I don't know what that would come to in US, and I did get it while they were offering free shipping, and I also did use a YouTuber's discount code, but yeah, it was not super cheap, so we will see. I hope that it's all worth my money. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. I can't wait to play with the palette. I can't wait palettes, and I can't wait to talk more about what I'm thinking. But for now, let's just jump into look number 1. Okay guys, I'm so excited. We're just gonna jump straight into the first look. I did decide I'm gonna use the Metaverse palette for look 1, and then we'll use the Phantom Thieves palette for look 2. I cannot wait. Sorry, I'm just trying to get comfy, and excuse the shirt on my head. I just got home from work and my hair just never does what I want when I'm at work. I don't really care, so I wanted to wash it so that my lovely natural waves would come through. I'm just going in with my Morphe eye primer just to prep my eyes. Most of this look is going to be using the bundle because it has blushes, lipsticks, obviously eyeshadow. It also has eyeliner, which I don't really like. I'm not good at doing wings, but I might do like a graphic liner just to at least test out the like quality and how it works, but we will see. I don't know if I'll do that on both looks. I think I'll do it on the Phantom Thieves palette look because those colors are brighter, but we'll see what I do today. I think today's look is going to be a bit of a quicker one because it's already like 4:30 p.m. and I want to get natural sun photos of the look, and I have some errands to run still, so we will kind of just wait and see what happens. But I'm so excited. This is my first time dipping into any of this stuff. I did swatch all of the like multi-chromes just because I absolutely had to, but that's like all I've done so far. So I don't really know what I want to do, but I do think I want to play with this palette. I'm wondering if I should play, I think, more with these kind of shades. I don't know. I want to play with everything. I'm so excited. But let's just jump in. Let's go ahead and dip into Castle of Lust. And let's just pop that on the inner part of the crease. These pigments, well, I've just dipped into my very first one, but I do like it. It looks really nice. No complaints yet. There is a little bit of fallout in the pan, but like that's pretty expected with pigmented colors. I think all of my palettes do that, and I do not have an issue with it. I love this. I don't know if I have a shade like this in my collection right now. If I have, I've never used it. So this palette is already making me do new things, which is fun. I do really like that. I do want a transition shade, so you know what? We're just gonna use one of the multi-chromes. Oh, they're so hard to open. I just dipped my whole finger in it. Note to Game Beauty. Oh, it's all over my pants now. Don't make them so hard to open. That's upsetting. Like shit. I don't want to waste it. It's all over my finger. I'm so mad. Every time I try to open these, just to look at them even, I struggle, and there's not much product in there. We're just throwing that. I'm so sad. What the heck? On my brow bone. It is pretty, but like what the actual fuck? Sorry, language, but it's beautiful, and I'm really upset that that much just got wasted because there's almost nothing in there. I hate these containers with a passion. Every time I open them, I get anxious, and I just proved my anxiety right. Anyways, that's going on my brow bones. It is beautiful. Like, I love the color, but that sucked. Ugh, it's fine. I'm just going back in with that, like, mauve-y, I don't know, pretty shade, and throwing that in my crease still. That bummed me out real bad. It's fine. Now we're gonna go into Bank of Gluttony, which is like this like gray, blue, greeny matte. And we're gonna put that on the other part of the crease. I'm not gonna blend the shades together yet because I think I'll have to be pretty careful because they're not too close on the color wheel. But I might do like a cut crease, I think. I do love these shades. Like, they're really good and pigmented. I've seen a few videos. This is my first time actually trying Game Beauty. And I've seen a few people say that this quality is better than their normal quality. So I don't know if like they upped their game for this, but like I couldn't tell you. You'll have to watch more reviews on that because like I said, I have nothing to compare it to. I'm just gonna gently blend these shades together now, just a little bit. It should be okay because like they're close-ish on the color wheel. I just don't want it to get too gray, but I think that's going okay. Yeah. I usually only do one eye on camera to save time and then do the other eye off camera. But for some reason I fell into old habits and just started doing both eyes at the same time. So now we're just gonna roll with that. And now I'm gonna go into the deeper blue shade. Where's my, with this brush? And just deepen up the outer crease a teeny bit. The colors are performing beautifully so far. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm really excited. I do plan on doing quite a few videos. I want to do a palette bingo where I merge the two palettes together, like get 3 shades from each, and then I do want to do a 2 or 3 look video on each of these, and then I have a few other ideas that I'm kind of brainstorming, but I'm gonna keep those on the down low for now because you'll just have to wait and see if I end up doing them or not. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna touch up the Bank of Gluttony. Oh, and that dark shade is Scientific Model Eden. All right, and I just want that blend a little better. I don't have a lot of room to play right now because the whole like big box is right beside me here, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, I think we should cut my crease. I'm back. Small malfunction. My setup is not ideal and everything kind of toppled over. We're good, nothing is broken. I'm gonna cut my crease. I'm just using the Juvia's Place I think it's I Am Magic concealer. I'm just gonna cut my crease with that really quickly. Okay, I'm just gonna finish off one eye on camera just because like crease cuts and stuff are gonna take too long. It's what I normally do anyways. I don't know what I was doing. I'm scared to open these. See, that one wasn't so bad. I don't get it. Do better with your packaging. I think I'm gonna use, because I want to try one of the shimmers, but I also want to put a multi-chrome, duochrome, whatever, on my eyeball. Ooh, I think I'm trying to choose between these two. I think I'm gonna go with the bluey purple just because of what's on my eye. I think I might just put this everywhere because I really want to just let it have its moment. Let's just pack it and see what happens. I've heard that these also sometimes look better just on the swatches. So I'm curious. I really like the one I'm using that broke on me. I can see what people mean. I'm gonna really pack it on to see what I can do. And I feel like some of these open nicely and then some of them don't, which is not awesome either. Like, I feel like half of the people that get these are gonna have the problem I had and end up breaking at least one or two of their shadows. Okay, so I'm not really seeing a big shift. I'm just pulling my mirror a little closer. Let's try. I thought by putting it on my entire lid, we'll see. Like in the pan, it really has a nice shift to it. But I don't know. I'm not sure. All I see is blue. We'll see. I'm gonna finish off the look and we will talk more after. So I think maybe I'll put a shimmer on my lower lash line just so I can at least use one. So let's use, I feel like Cruiser of Pride. Maybe it'll pull out some of the purple that there's supposed to be in this duochrome, multi-chrome, whatever. We'll see. I feel like this is darker than I thought it would be. All right, I don't know, let's throw Casino of Jealousy into my inner corner. And I think I'm gonna do this on this eye and then finish off one eye and then come back and finish off the other eye with you guys just so you can see what I decided to do. So I will be back in a few minutes. All right, we are back and I think I've finished off what I want to do for this eye so that I can re-show you on this eye. I also did my lips and I used the blue one from the collection. It's in the shade Hot Night. Oh, it's Cendrillon. They're all Hot Night. But it's Cendrillon. So I don't know how I feel yet. It feels comfortable. I did hear they don't dry down fully, which I am so far noticing. It's been a few minutes already, but we'll see how it feels. And for now, let's just keep going and show you how I finish off the look. So for my waterline, I'm using ColourPop's Cream Gel Liner in the shade, why can't I find it? Guys, I'm having a rough go today. I don't know, it's the gold one. I think it just isn't on the packaging anymore because it's kind of old, but it's ColourPop, and I'm just throwing that on my waterline. I'll try to find it, and if I can, I'll link it, but I think it just rubbed off. Oh well, let's keep going. So I'm gonna try to do this online. I did like a little graphic liner. I'm not super good with this kind of product, but I'll probably just fast forward it on the video for you guys, just so you can kind of see. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna go for it. So as I mentioned in my intro, I wasn't originally planning to buy everything from this collection. I'm gonna call that good because this is hard. Those were what I wasn't gonna buy specifically, not because I didn't think they would work well, but because it's not a product that I personally use often enough to buy. But I did end up just getting the whole collection, which included those, so I do want to at least test them out for you guys, and it gives me a reason to give them a try and practice, so it is what it is. I'm not the best at it, but like it's still cute, and it works pretty good. Obviously I'll give you guys a rundown of my thoughts at the end of the video too, but like the color on it is nice. So now we're gonna just go into my inner corner with one of ColourPop's Glitterly Obsessed. This is Keep It Platonic. I tried not to bring in too many things from other brands because I really did want the main focus to be the collection, but I just needed a little more glitter, and I think that it, like adding the glitter on top of that gold, kind of matches my that duochrome I was using really nicely. So I am not mad at it. And then we're gonna just glue my lash and let it get tacky while I do my blush and my highlight. So I'm just grabbing my lash, throwing some glue on it. And we're just gonna set that aside for a minute or two. For blush, I did decide to go with the more neutral tone, which I don't have anything like this in my collection. I only owned 2 blushes before this collection came in, so it's very nice to have some new fun stuff in my collection. So we're just gonna take it. It's just called Queen, which is like her persona, like nickname. I'm just moving my towel so that I can really like get it on. I already did this side just so I knew what I was doing to show you guys. I also threw a little on my nose, just in case you guys are wondering. And we're just throwing that. I really do like this shade. Like, it's a nice change. I'm excited to play with the red one too. I might do that on my next look, but I have so many looks I want to do, so we will just have to wait and see what I end up coming up with. And then for my highlight, I did want to use more of this very carefully. I don't want to lose more. That broke my heart. And like, so far this is the better duochrome, and it's the one that broke on me, so that is very sad. I'm just gently taking it, and we're just gonna top it on my cheeks. I don't know, some people might think it's too much, but I loved that one. I didn't actually plan on buying this one, which is so funny. Like, I was picking what I was gonna buy originally, and this was the one I didn't want out of the duochromes, and yet so far it is my favorite. So blessing in disguise, I guess. Now we are going to plop the eyelash on. I might fast forward through this. We will see how seamless it goes. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes I take an hour, not literally. Oh, I'm noticing creasing already with that duochrome. Maybe I'll try applying it with a glitter glue next time instead of cutting my crease. I might just have to experiment a little bit to see the best way to use some of these products. And because I'm talking, I'm not going to be able to fast forward through this, so I'm going to shut up. All right, I think that looks okay. We're gonna give it a minute. And I don't think I did much else. I think just my gems next. We're gonna go. So I just plop the glue down. And then I just used my finger. It did come with something, but the tool it came with just hasn't, like, doesn't pick them up as easily as my finger for some reason. So I've just been using my finger. And that is cute. And then once the lash dries, I'm gonna throw some mascara and crimp it together. Then I think I'm gonna call it good and whatever. I'm gonna take my hair out. Just while I wait for my lash to be ready. I might brush that too. I'm so scared to move anything because my setup is pretty janky. Ah, my gem fell off. Guys, I'm having a rough go today. I was so excited to come home and play with my makeup early because I was planning to start tomorrow, but I just felt like I had the energy today. So I thought, why not? That way I could get ahead of the game for my next video too. Do a look today, a look tomorrow, and then I'll look on Sunday because today's Friday when I'm filming this. I might need to straighten my bangs, we'll see. That should be dry enough though for me to finish my lashes at least. And this is the Wet n Wild Mega Protein Mascara. It's nothing fancy. It was cheap. It was like $3 or something. And I don't need much to get my lashes to clamp to my fake lashes. So I'm going to try to fix that, this one a little bit. Because I don't typically get creasing. That's not something I really struggle with. This lash is also not doing it. I'm gonna pop off, fix my lash, finish up my look, like my hair and whatever, and then come back and show you the final look for look number 1. Okay, so I fixed my bangs. My hair's still wet, so I couldn't really do anything about it, but that's okay. So this is the final look. I do like the end result. I'll let you know how things wear and perform at the end of the video. So after look number 2, and that'll just be kind of a first impressions. I won't give a full review until I kind of play with everything more, do more looks with everything. But I do like how it looks. The mattes performed really well. The eyeliner's pigmented. Yeah, I don't want to go too into detail, so let's just hop into look number 2. All right, let's just jump straight into look number 2. So I'm just going in with my Morphe Eyelid Primer. Just putting a little on my hand, and then I'm going to apply it with a brush. So for this look, we're using the other palette, the Phantom Thieves palette, which is definitely the brighter one of the two. I think I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm also kind of just going to be winging it a little bit. So let's go into the white first, and I'm just going to throw that on my entire crease up to my brow bone. It's just going to be like a blending shade for me. And that's Goro, which I know who that is in the game. There was a bit of back and forth about whether we thought that said character would become a Phantom Thief or not, which he hasn't yet, but pretty sure he does. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Next, we're gonna go in with, I think we're gonna use like the pinks and purples and reds with a green shimmer maybe, and then also one of the duochromes because I want to try that out more. So let's start with Haru. We're gonna make that my main shade, I think. We're gonna go for a little bit more of a rounded look today, I think. I'm not gonna do a cut crease. Just applying it on my entire crease, pretty high up. Kind of like that. And then let's go in with Kasumi. Oops, I meant to use a different brush. That's fine. We're just gonna deepen it up a little bit, just on the outer corner. So if you're watching this video, you probably have some sort of interest in the Phantom Thieves. Are you playing it at all? Are you into the game, or are you just here for the makeup journey? Let me know. Either way, thank you for being here, and I am very excited to create a lot of looks with these palettes. so far I'm enjoying them. I think the mattes are really nice. Just going back and forth a little with that purpley shade and the red, and they're blending really nicely together, which makes sense because they are very close on the color wheel. And then I think what I want to do, I'm just gonna pull out I think it's this one. Just pulling out one of the duochromes that I plan to use. And we are, instead of cutting my crease today, we're going to use a glitter glue to prep for the shimmers. Just throwing a little on a brush. And then I'm just going to put that on my crease. And over to the red. So I think I'm going to put the green on the inner part and then the red on the outer part, kind of where the red matte is. I'm not being too precise at the moment. All right, so let's start with the green. So that's Futaba. Just gonna throw that on the inner part. It's not as opaque as I would personally want this shade, but it is pretty. And it looks like it builds up. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that for a moment and go in. I opened these so carefully. Did it. Okay. That one. So this one is in the shade Captain Kid. It's got like a gold to red shift, so I think that'll be really pretty. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that looks really good. I will be deepening up my mattes to go with this, but I'm happy that I used it. It looks cute. Just gonna blend the green and the duochromy Ready Gold together a little bit. I'm just going back into Futaba. Okay, yeah, I like that. So I'm just gonna touch up my mattes a little bit now. So I'm going back into Kasumi. I might even bring a tiny bit of black in just because I did use such a dark duochrome. We'll see. Yeah, I think I will bring a tiny bit of black, which is Morgana. It's a, I forget what they're called, but it's basically a matte with pressed, like, glitter in it. It's not doing much. This shade is kind of hard pressed too. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. I don't like that one. Maybe I'll try using it for something else, but just stick to the red. And then I'm just gonna go back into Haru. And then for under my eye, I kind of want to dip into a little bit of Anne, which is this center pink shade. Maybe just for half, and then for half I can go into something else. I feel like these three shades are going so pretty together. Maybe I'll go with the yellow, just so that green isn't too out of place. That could be cute. I do like that though. Yeah, I think I will take a teeny bit of the, what did I say, yellow, which is Ryuji. Okay, I think that's cute. And then I think I'm gonna go in with the lightest duochrome for my inner corner, and I'll probably do my brow bone with it too. Okay, which is the one I broke because of the terrible packaging. Now it's opening okay, but it took me breaking it, so that makes me sad. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of that and throw it on my inner corner. Yeah. Ugh. This shade, if I would have known how good this shade was and that it was gonna break on me, I would have ordered two, but I'm not about to pay shipping for a new one, unfortunately. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'm gonna touch it up off camera, do all of this on this eye, finish this eye so I know what I'm gonna do as well as my face, and then I'll show you what I did back on this eye. So I will be right back. All right, so I finished this eye off as well as this half of my face and my lips. We're gonna finish this eye off on camera so you can see how I created it. So let's start with the blush. So I actually used two today. Mostly I used Violet, but I did use a little bit of Noir. So I'm gonna go into Violet first, and I'm just gonna put it up at the top and pull it down quite a bit. And then I just used this for basically like my apples. So I'm going in now with Noir, and I'm just putting that down here. I think that's really cute. And for my lips, I just used the Carmen shade of the Collections lipstick. Now, I'm just trying to make sure I don't lose my gems because I pulled out the exact same ones. Next, let's get the eyeliner out of the way because I'm not good at it, and I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to talk. I'm probably going to fast forward a little bit because this will take a million years. So I used 3. I'll tell you after. Okay, so the first one was the yellow one, which is the shade Skull. And that is the green one in the shade Oracle. And that is the shade Fox, which is the lighter blue. I'm gonna fix it up off camera, but that's basically what I was going for. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. It's not perfect. I am not the best at using that kind of product right now, but it's fine. I will just keep moving on. What did I do next? We should do my highlighter. So I just used Robin Hood again. I really do love this shade. I'm so mad about what happened in my first look. I'm just using that as my highlighter today as well. I think that they should have come out with a couple more shades like this one, but as a highlighter for this collection, I think the only thing they were really missing was a highlighter or two, you know, a few. And that would have just made this collection perfect. I'm just gonna put some glue on my lash and then let it sit and dry. Okay, and then let's do gems. So I'm just going to start with the one on my inner corner, and I used a big yellow gem, so I just put the lash glue, and now I'm just gonna plop the gem down. And then I'm just going to put 3 little dots of glue. I'm going to take the blue one. A smaller yellow one. And a teeny tiny green one. Okay, and that is the final look. No, I need to put my lash on. I was trying to think of what I was missing. I'm excited to just zoom out and kind of talk about how I'm feeling about all the products so far. Okay, we're just gonna let that dry down a little bit before I use my mascara and stuff. So I'm just gonna quickly touch up the red. I'll do my bottom lash. Oh, and I'm forgetting everything today. Okay, well that dries. I used a white for my waterline. It's ColourPop's cream gel in the shade Exit. go. I think that's it now, other than finishing off on my lash. All right, I am just quickly going to finish with my hair and that stuff off camera, and then I'll come back and we will talk about the whole collection and how I'm feeling. Be right back. Okay, so we are back and I am ready to talk. Let's talk about this collection. I want to start with the palettes. So let's start with Metaverse. So far, no complaints. I think this one is going to be a really good fall palette. I really like this is one of the most neutral palettes I have, but I love that it has like this like grayish greeny blue and like this like mauve-y color, and like it's still colorful with like a little bit of more orangey neutrals. It's definitely new to my collection, and I think I'm going to get some really cool looks out of it. Quality-wise, I have no complaints so far. I'm really enjoying the mattes. I didn't use a ton of the shimmers because, look, number one, I was more focused on the duochromes, but I did use the gold and I liked it, and I used a little bit of this, and it seemed okay. I definitely want to use some more to really form an opinion. But yeah, so far, and the packaging is just stunning. So that one is good so far. And then for the Phantom Thieves, so I really liked everything so far except Mona. I tried using that as a deepening shade and it just didn't do anything. So like you have to really like kind of push down to get it on your finger and swatch it, and it does not come up on a brush at all from what I've experienced. So that shade, they should have really just got rid of it and done something else for Mona. I don't know what they could have done. Like, I understand it's a black cat, I get it. But maybe even just like a simple matte black, because like the performance of all the mattes worked really well. This shimmer worked really well. It's just this like weird, it has like glitter pressed into it, and it just did not perform the way the rest of the palette did. So that shade, I don't know if I'll get any use out of it. I might try to find other ways to use it, but like, I don't know, it just was not what I was looking for, that's for sure. Everything else performed beautifully, and I'm really happy with it though. So, you know, one shoddy shade is not that bad. These two palettes were in my initial purchase list. I actually got the whole collection because the duo palette was sold out. So the only way to get both palettes was buying the full collection. Shortly after I bought the full collection, they did a restock to get both of these. So you probably can if you don't want the whole collection, but you want these. Unfortunately, it was sold out, and when I messaged them, they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll keep that in mind for the next release." I'm like, but I want this release. So I bought it, and then like a few days later, they're like, "Surprise, you can get both palettes again. We restocked it." And I'm like, okay, that's okay. But now I have the whole collection, and I'm loving pretty much all of it, at least most of it, so it's okay. It's not a big deal. And these two I'm really happy to have. I would have, I think, really been sad not having those in my collection. So yeah, that's my story of why I bought everything, because I had hella FOMO of not getting those two palettes. So let's continue talking about the rest of the collection. Let's talk about these. I would not have bought these for the sheer fact that I just don't really use felt tip pens. I'm sure you can tell by my really shoddy application of using them in this video. However, the colors on them are really nice. They performed well. The pigments are stunning. They go over top of like whatever shade you have on your eye from what I can tell. And I think I will get use out of them. I think I will practice and get better at using these. So am I upset that I got the full collection with these? No, I think I will use them. I think they're really cute. I think there's some fun colors in here, and I am excited to see what else I can create and watch my skills improve by having these in my collection. So yeah, pigment is beautiful. You do, like, they do tell you to store them upside down. So if you do buy these, just keep that in mind. You might need a little like holder to hold them. I actually make makeup brush holders that I'm probably gonna make myself one to stick these in. It's a little coffin shape. If you're interested, comment and I'll send you my link. But yeah, so I'll probably make myself one of those, stick these in where the makeup brush holders go, and then the palettes, there's like a slot that fits most 9-pan palettes really well, so hopefully those will fit in it. We will see. So yeah, these, they do tell you to store them upside down for the best performance, so just keep that in mind if you decide to pick them up. Moving on, I think we should talk about the lipsticks next. So for the lipsticks, I was planning to buy maybe 2 shades, and I probably would have bought one of the red shades, like one of these is brownish red, one of these is more true-ish red. I would have bought one of those and then maybe the black, and I think I would have been fine with that. I don't think I needed all 6. For me, I like a lipstick that dries down fully, and these don't do that. So for my last look, for my first look that I did, I used the blue and I applied it as if it was going to dry down, and it did not, so it was very messy. I did not really enjoy it. This time I used one of the red shades and I just like patted onto a toilet paper to take the excess off, and it seems to be wearing a little bit better that way. I don't know how that's going to work with the more like unique shades. I think with the reds it'll be fine, but I don't know for the unique shades. I've never really applied this kind of formula with like odd colors, so I'm gonna just have to try them out more and see how I feel. But as of right now, I do feel like they're my least favorite product in this collection. And like they're comfortable, the colors are beautiful. Like if you don't mind having something that doesn't dry down, these might be for you. But as of right now, I think I would have been happy with just having like 2 of these just to try out. But I'm gonna try to keep using them, and hopefully I find ways to make them all look beautiful and not be too messy. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the lipsticks. Let's move on to the blushes. So I used these 3 in this video, and I love these. These are stunning. I didn't have any of these in my collection, like these shades. I only had 2 pink blushes. So this literally like tripled my collection basically for blush, which is so fun and I'm so excited. I don't really focus on buying blush very often. I like to have a few and that's good enough. But I am really happy to have some new colors in my collection for blush. And I think these are stunning. Like I did this one fully for look number 1 and I loved it. And then I kind of mixed these 2, mostly using the red one. And I'm so happy to have these. These were ones that I was planning to buy the whole collection of, like all 4. The only one I didn't really need was the pink one, but I love Anne. I think she's so funny and quirky. And I think I would have felt silly just buying 3 when it's a 4-piece collection. So these were ones that I was planning to buy, and I am so happy to have all of them. They're just stunning and so cute. 0 complaints about the blush. They are so, so pretty. Now for the very last product. These, I have thoughts. I have different thoughts on them. So let's chat. These are the Multi Duochrome Shapeshifter shadows. I'm going to start with saying, again, I hate the packaging on these. It's so stupid. I broke this stunning shade just trying to open it. Is it going to go clear for you guys? I don't know. But you guys saw. There we go. You guys can see. Like, I lost so much product just trying to open it once. And I am so upset about it. There's not a lot of product in these. So, like,
to lose it just from opening it. I'm kind of upset about that. I think that these would have been a stunning little quad because the colors on them are beautiful. Cutting my crease, I had really bad creasing on it, like having it on my lid, sorry. When I cut my crease and then put the, it was this one, Joanna, when I put that over top, it creased so badly. And I think it's probably just that the concealer didn't dry down enough, because applying it on a glitter glue using Captain Kidd, it performed beautifully, and this one also performed beautifully on like my brow bone, inner corner, and highlight for both looks. So I think it was just the fact that like I cut my crease with concealer and it didn't react well with this. So I would recommend using a glitter glue with these, or just applying them as is on like the inner corner or whatever. Looked stunning. I would not cut my crease with these, but otherwise I love these. Packaging is garbage. I would have loved to see these in a little quad. I think that that would have been a much better way to sell these, because, and I understand you wanted people to be able to pick one color and whatever, that's fine and whatever, but I would have liked to see these in a quad, because this packaging is garbage. I do not like it at all. I'm so scared to break another one every single time I open them. And I love them, so that's heartbreaking, you know? So those are my thoughts. Colors are amazing. Packaging is garbage. And I think that these would have been way more successful in a quad. Just my thoughts. That said, all in all, this collection I'm really enjoying so far. There are a few little things that I personally am not sure about, but altogether, I'm really happy to have it in my collection. I'm really happy I got to try out Game Beauty, because most of it is stunning. That's my dog jumping and climbing on me now. But yeah, most of it is absolutely stunning. Love the blush, really love the palettes, except for that one shade that I mentioned. I love the multi-chromes, but the packaging, I'm not gonna like shut up about it. It's gonna be my topic of conversation every time I do a video on these, I bet. But yeah, all in all, I am really happy to have it. I'm really happy to have tried Game Beauty out, and I freaking love Persona. I've been having so much fun with it. So to have makeup that just like makes me think about the game, I don't know, it just makes me really happy. So I'm going to stop rambling about gaming and makeup now, and I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you liked this video. If you did like this video, maybe comment below if any of these products have caught your attention, or if you bought them, or if you play Persona 5. Let me know who your favorite character is. I think that's basically it, so I will see you guys in my next video. If you like this, give it a like, give it a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to follow me on my other socials, I am Beauty Guru on Instagram and TikTok as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.